Good evening. This is Tom from BlackToad Studio. I'm joined by
Dom from BlackToad Studios.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Good morning. Good night, wherever you are watching this at the moment.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Wednesday day.
Yeah, exactly. Wednesday night. And
Yeah.
we're here for another lockdown chat, Tom.
We are indeed. And we're both got some more stuff on the hobby table. Dom,
Yeah,
why don't you
exactly.
tell us what you're working on, although we can kind of see it?
Another rhino. I was meant to be working on some bloodletters over here, but I haven't undercoated them yet. And on my last Warhost video, I said I was going to do 20 bloodletters and a herald. So I was too short when I did the video. So in the video, I said, look, I'm going to make 2 more up. So I accidentally, instead of making 2, I made 12. So I now have 30 bloodletters to paint.
Now you see, mate, you did say you didn't want an arms race, but this is how you get an arms race.
Yeah. So at the end of the week, guys, I'm not no spoilers here, but this week I'm doing army showcases for all my chaos armies gradually, and then on the Friday there's going to be a big one for my whole army. And myself and Tom, we had a little conversation, and Tom somehow feels that there is an arms race now between my chaos forces and his imperial.
Oh, you would have to read your totals off, wouldn't you? You know, just bragging a bit, I think.
And then I was like, Tom, I do not want an arms race. It's embarrassing for you.
Now.
And now he's convinced there's an arms race going on.
Yeah, so, you know.
Oh no, you looked up at the wrong moment.
I'm watching you, Richards.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is a thing that myself and Dom have had for many years, which we always say that once you kind of plan a big game in or something like that, a lot of people might go out and either buy a lot of models or suddenly go, oh, I better get these things finished for this game, and sometimes it can potentially get a bit out of control.
Yeah. I mean, probably not so much now, but definitely before the channel.
Yeah.
When we'd get like organising a apocalypse game, and we'd go, right, the sides are going to be da 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 da, and then you'd meet up with your teammates at some point and go, look, don't tell them, but I've got a shadow sword. I've got myself a Warhammer Titan.
No, that never happened.
Yeah, so not so much now, because I pretty much most of my hobby is on the channel. So if I did want to do anything sneaky, it would pretty much be announced to millions of people.
Yeah.
Although some of our friends probably still wouldn't watch the video, Tom, so I can probably get away with it.
Well, true. Yeah. I mean, you know, nice to have everyone watch a video now and then. but we'll get a reaction now, and we'll know if they've watched it.
Yeah. When we normally have a little meet up with the guys now, via the Zoomness,
yes.
And we'll talk about things that happened in the video, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you should have mentioned that," and we're like, "Yeah, we did mention that. Thank you for your support, as always."
Well, we'll find out soon. We'll find out. This will be good.
Yeah.
So if you are watching, you know who you are. You know, you should like this video and put a comment in it and say how offended you are about how we're talking about you. There you go.
I'm sure likewise as well. Like there's probably people out there that have a very similar problem with their friends. Like they'll be doing some sort of, creative output and never get anything back from their mates. That's you. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I think we should leave that one there, mate. I don't want to cause any friction. That's just dangerous talk, mate.
We could be splitting up friendship groups all over the place, Tom.
Yeah, that's it. We just cause an avalanche of people who are already quite lonely due to the current situation. Now we just spread more people out. Unbelievable.
The coronavirus.
Yeah. Anyway, I am currently working on my Sisters of Battle again now, because I will just show you. I did finish something today. I actually managed to do this in between streams because I was sort of about to play a game of Orcs versus Crimson Fist. So here's my new weird boy, which is, you may notice, is a shaman from the AOS set. I prefer the model for it personally. I think it looks cool. Looks a little bit different So yeah, that's been completed. I will put some pictures up on that at some point on Instagram probably, because this is not the best detail on this camera.
No, a camera on a webcam is never the most detailed thing.
No. So yeah, but the reason I did that was because I was about to play a 40k game with my half Vicky with her Crimson Fists, and I realised that I didn't have enough HQs to actually field the army I wanted to.
Oh dear.
Which is always quite a problem when you're, you don't really want to have the scrutiny of people going, hang on a minute, that list, that doesn't look right, So yes, I got that done. So now I can run my second detachment with an HQ quite happily.
Right. No, so you haven't used any walk psychic powers yet, have you?
Psychic powers?
Yeah,
No, not really. No, I might have done it in a test game perhaps once, but I don't think I've done one on a video at all. No, because obviously it has to be painted for us to film it.
Well, Tom, there's a spoiler for you. The jump.
Now,
apparently, rumor is that's quite good.
I've heard this. I don't know. Maybe I should go against the grain and not use it at all. There we go. How's that? Got that. Yeah. This is why I lose lots of games.
Teach the
But no, yes, I do now have some psychic. I do actually have another weird boys do, which is the 40k version of the model, which I will be doing as well. However, I was just obviously showing that still a minute ago. You didn't see on camera, but it's quite I think it's a slightly more complex model to paint because of the amount of detail on it and random chains that he has draped all over him. So I'm going to save that one for the next batch of orc painting I do, which shouldn't be too far off, I have a suspicion, because I'm cracking through my backlog fairly quickly. I'm not having bought any new models for a while. I should get there for a change.
Yeah, it's quite refreshing, isn't it, actually? I mean, every cloud and when life gives you lemons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're going through the models that have possibly been taken a back seat for months, maybe years. Like, say, for instance, these rhinos and one of the other ones I did, they've been sitting in that cupboard for years, like waiting to be stripped and repainted and stuff. And now they're done. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's a bit of a weight off my cupboard. I can get them. I can actually move stuff around it.
And here I thought you were painting because you're a power game, and everyone knows that rhinos are really part of the main power game at the moment. So
yeah, they are. They're the new meta.
You win enough games that you can make it into the new meta.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking that, Tom. Like we're saying about, you just said about like the jump. I mean, we notoriously do try and go away from the meta quite a lot because it's a bit boring if all your armies are looking exactly the same. So we try some new things. So, I've got 15 warp talents. Warp talents are normally quite rubbish, but I think there is a bit of use there somewhere to bring them around, almost in line with kind of like a more mobile version of Spawn, maybe. Spawn or Possessed. So they've got some, not Spawn.
There's Spawns with jump packs.
That'd be quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we both feel the same about that. Sometimes it's a bit boring having the same.
It's like when we do tournaments. I mean, occasionally we'll even go into a tournament. I mean, especially our last one up at Games Workshop itself, up at Warhammer World. I mean, both of us took armies of
renegades and heretics
that were not really top performers or had I was playing Space Marines, but I didn't exactly build a Space Marine list that you would typically
you had
see.
Terminators.
Yeah, I had 20 Terminators. I think took my Assault Terminators and my normal Terminators. That was a mistake. But it was fun.
Tom, we spent so much time so close to each other.
I know.
On the bottom table.
On the bottom tables.
Oh no! Apparently, I just remembered actually talking about Warhammer World. We did get that message.
Oh, okay, yes, we were going to talk about some of our trips, weren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
I can't remember the first time we went up. Actually, was that for the Kill Team event, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did Kill Team first time.
That was you and me. Yeah, that was quite. That was
years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Although I must admit that was one of my more fond trips actually, because I think that was the year they did the they were still doing the quiz.
Yep.
In the evening after the tournament on the first day.
Yeah, like the pub quiz kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think
And
we.
also, you got the quite the cool name badges that were like
Yes,
team specific.
the full plastic ones as well, which were actually quite.
I've
Yeah,
still got that.
yeah, I've still got mine knocking about as well. I keep them for. I used to keep them. I thought they were going to keep doing it, but I think they stopped doing them a little while ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they're
Just
just like generic
cheap.
ones.
Yeah, which is a bit sad, but at the same time, I suppose it's to keep costs acceptable for an event, because I imagine producing all those plastic cards each time and then having to then saying sort of going, oh, these are gone then, and having bought, yeah, having done stuff for our event, I can kind of appreciate it on that level, because you know, you got to get them all printed, and then obviously you don't recover that cost at all really. They're just gone. So
Gone forever. Yeah. So Tom, Warhammer World. Do you remember what your first impression was of Warhammer World?
First impression, I remember being slightly in awe of it, to be fair, because obviously never been up there before. So I think, unfortunately, the first thing I will say is because of where we live, the journey was hell. But
yeah, so it's a good few hours, isn't it?
It's about 4.5 hours for us, isn't it? 5 hours, I think, on a bad day. But other than that, you know, when you go in those big doors, I mean, obviously we've been to before they did the remodel as well, because obviously that wasn't there when we first went.
As a different entrance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was because they'd redone the entrance, and also I think they'd redone the shops, hadn't they, as well?
Yeah, because there's a Black Library shop originally, wasn't there?
That's right. And they got changed into like a big Forge World shop with a.
Yeah, Forge World just got a bigger shop.
Yes.
And the actual standard store one got bigger as well, didn't it?
And obviously, I think the thing I remember the most fondly as well, apart from the games, I obviously enjoyed the games, but it was actually going through the exhibition hall. I thought it was such a fantastic thing to walk through, because you just see all the stuff that you normally see, obviously in White Dwarves and things like that they've done, all big dioramas. And yeah, when I say big dioramas, I mean big. I mean, they've got some proper ones up there, which you just think, oh God, how many people did it take to do this? And on some of them, they explain it took quite a few people to do it, and a fair few kits. Yeah. But yeah, no, for just being slightly kind of like, yeah, this is cool. This is what I expected, kind of thing. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah. What about yourself?
I absolutely loved it. I remember turning up, and if you haven't been there before, I'll describe for people who haven't been there. So you're in a car park. There's a couple of buildings, and on one of the buildings is this massive Aquila, and you're like, you know, this is years before we started the channel, and it was a case of like, oh well, I suppose you don't have to hide your geekiness here, do you? Because it's a massive Aquila on this building. Everyone knows what's going on in here.
Yeah, there's no hiding it.
Yeah, you go in. There's always been a few pictures of Warhammer World at that point, so you've got some idea what it looks like. But then you go in, and like you said, you go to the dioramas, and they've got all the dioramas of the previous White Dwarves. Like you've got the old classic Emperor versus Sanguinius, and the Horus Emperor Sanguinius one, yeah. And you think, wow, and it's tiny.
It is tiny.
Absolutely tiny diorama, but this thing is kind of like just molded the hobby we love so much from something so smooth as it's come out, and it's like, wow.
Also, the art style is very different as well.
Pardon?
The art style is very different to what you see on some of the more recent stuff and things like that, which is quite interesting to see the evolution of kind of how.
Definitely,
because they've kept some of their older stuff, obviously, in some of the early expeditions when you're going through the main halls, and you're like, oh, I remember this, because, you know, especially some of the orc stuff. Yeah, you look at that and you think, oh, this has really, you know, changed a lot, you know. But it's nice to see sort of where it came from or how they worked on it. So.
Yeah, definitely, and they're constantly doing stuff with it. It's like it's constantly. Every time we go up there, we go around the hall, and there's always something different in the hall.
Yeah. But I still think the most favourite one is when they put that the massive Space Marine Demons diorama up in the central hall. I mean, that thing is just. I mean, I still have a good look at that every time we go down, because it's impossible to take it all in, really.
So influential, especially like my Chaos collection. I kind of look at it and I'm like, yeah, you've got to spend time looking at it and really appreciating the workmanship that's gone into it.
And I would say it's kind of a living diorama as well, because they do add things in
Yep.
I remember they added a cheeky Gilliman in at one point, didn't they? And
Yeah, cheeky little Gilliman appeared.
Gilliman just out of nowhere. Oh, I see. It's very
When in
convenient.
doubt, Gilliman's there.
And then obviously they do the hide the assassin thing, which is quite cool. I haven't found
Yep.
one yet, but still time. Although I've got 4 already, I don't need any more.
Or the Easter egg thing as well, when they hide the Easter
yeah.
eggs in dioramas. That's always quite good. When they got like there's always a couple of standard ones in there, isn't there? Like,
Yes.
there's going to be one on the Kalian parade, it's going to be an Easter egg, or a drop pod somewhere, it's an Easter egg.
Yeah, but it's just cool. I mean, and obviously that's just the 40k stuff. There's some pretty good Age of Sigmar stuff in there as well. I think the Nurgle Keep
Yep.
is one of my favourites as well, and the Skaven Dwarves one, where they've got a cross section of a mine.
Yeah.
You can sort of see all the way through. So it's just stuff like that. It's cool, and and obviously they even got a rhino on the outside. Dom, remember?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a few photos of that.
People who are listening and people who have been to Warhammer World, what was the best thing that you found at Warhammer World? The thing you most enjoyed?
Yeah, be good to hear your thoughts on that.
Those who haven't been, what will you most look forward to seeing when you go?
Or and also what you're planning to do up there. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
You're going up for an event. You're going up to play some games. We've done both. We've done a fair few tournaments up there now, but we've also done a kind of a free for all apocalypse weekend with some friends. It's good fun.
Yeah, we tried to get up there for the Warhammer World Heat in April, but unfortunately we missed a ticket. Well, not unfortunately, because obviously.
Yes, it's kind of gone anyway, isn't it? So, so hopefully we'll be able to grab them the next time they come up. Or I have a suspicion it's going to be quite a tough one. That the first one that comes up again. There might be quite a few people interested in getting up there.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's going to be itching by the time it's all over to get some hobbiness done.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, obviously we've accumulated some kind of things that we do every time we go up there as well. We always stay in walking distance now, which is another good tip if you go up there. If you can afford it, the Premier Inn or the Holiday Inn in the marina part is really good.
Yep.
Especially the Holiday Inn, because you can actually get a room with 2 double beds in it, which is actually quite handy if you're sharing, like me and Dom do sometimes.
Yeah, we normally share, have a little cuddle.
And then one of us sort of has to use if we have the Premier Inn, one of us has to use the small push-out bed, which is great.
Yeah, we tend to take turns, don't we?
We do take turns, yeah. And also, you're very understanding. If I'm the one who's driven up, you normally let me have the bed most of the time. So which I do appreciate.
Yeah, well, your car's probably the more economical car.
Oh, definitely. No, I don't think we'll take your truck up, mate. No, it's fine. I completely understand.
Generally when we go up there, we tend to go up on a Friday, don't we? And
yes.
We'll park up, get ourselves all sorted, and maybe wander along for a bit. Maybe have a game, or just wander around the event hall, go out for a meal afterwards or something.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend going up the day before you go up if you live a little bit away. We've done the arriving on the day thing, and that was not a good day. Well, it was a good day. It was very long and very tiring, because obviously we have to leave at stupid o'clock in the morning, get up there for 10 o'clock when they start, and then you don't really feel like you've got a lot of turn. Also, if you can stay the night that you finish on as well, another good tip, because nothing worse than to drive back straight after the event.
Yeah.
But you understand,
I mean, it all depends on.
Not all possible. It's just if you can do it, it's a really good idea. Because that extra night where you get a bit of sleep before you go home is always good. Plus, you can go out for a beer in the evening.
Yeah. Normally we'll have a couple of beers at Bugman. We like either see people who are up there, like at the Heat. We bumped into some old faces and met up with some people that we've chatted to in the community, which is quite nice. But generally, we're kind of stick to ourselves, don't we? Not on purpose.
Yeah. No.
If we're up there and you see us, come and have a little chat.
Yeah,
we always want to make new friends.
Yeah, and always good to bump into old ones as well. So, yeah, definitely worth a visit if you ever get the chance, in my opinion. Even if you can only manage to go once, it's well worth it just for a quick trip. Even if you go out for the day just to have a look around the exhibit. I mean, it wouldn't be a waste of time. So yeah.
Far from it.
And also definitely sample the beer in the brewery.
Nothing wrong with a nice ale from
'Cause, I mean,
Bugman's.
And what you should do is something that we have done in the past is that if you're losing, have a drink after every loss. And
That was our doubles event, wasn't it?
yeah. That was, what did we play? Black Templars and Guard, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we went up against.
I think the first game was against Blood Angels, wasn't it? And we had the Mephiston, the old Mephiston with the wings and the.
Oh, he just smashed us up, didn't he?
Yes.
And I think after 2 games, we decided that actually drinking after every loss
was a bad idea.
Not a good idea. Yeah.
I mean, I tend to get much more drunk than Dom.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure
you're much of a quicker drinker than I am.
I am.
Yeah. It's like you've got a mission, Tom, when you're drinking.
Well, it's like I don't know if we're going to have another one. That's
Oh, it might come to an end.
Better get 5 pints in. Give me that Hellfire. What's the strongest drink you have? Although I don't typically drink spirits. I only tend to drink beer mainly. So beer and ale, that's my thing. So that's what I prefer personally. But they got a good little bar in there as well. And also the events are really well run, in my opinion. Very well run.
My only criticism is the tables, really. The realm of battle boards are just the terrain's not great, in my opinion.
No, I can kind of get on board with that. It's functional.
Yeah.
But the variation's not fantastic. I mean, that's one of the things we try to strive with our event, is to make every table different.
Yeah, unique and have a theme rather than we've got a bit of this hanging around. Let's and put this on there with this.
Yeah, but admittedly, it's not easy.
No, but
I think it's worth it.
Tom, I'm going to let you into a little secret. They actually make the terrain, so they can get it a lot cheaper than we can.
I see. Oh Christ! I didn't realise.
Yeah, they don't tell people that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've spent quite a bit of money on terrain just to get it up. I mean, but to be fair, we've had a lot of donations as well.
Yeah, some very kind people have donated for our events. So
which is top. So, and without them, I don't think we would have half the variation we have at the moment. So,
yeah, very kind people in the community.
Sure, this game would not succeed without a good community.
Exactly. Very, very fortunate people, aren't we, Thomas?
Yeah, especially I think down here we've got a good few little clubs. I mean, I must admit we don't get down to them half as much as we probably want or should do, but it's just
the way it is.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's Warhammer World.
Yeah. We don't get up to anything too weird.
No.
Tend to be pretty good, pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
Pretty grown up.
Grown up. Calm down, mate. Don't get too carried away. Yeah. We haven't done a doubles one for a while though. We should do that soon.
Yeah.
When we can, because we are quite itching for one of those, because we've done a lot of single based events at the moment. And although we were going to do that, obviously a 3-player team one recently. We've actually that was especially this weekend, but unfortunately, due to everything going on, that got cancelled. Not cancelled, it's been postponed. I think. I don't know.
So we'll be revisiting that when it comes back, which will be fun. Who doesn't like a team event?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. I mean, what events do people prefer? Do you prefer team events, or are you kind of more of I like to play solo? And also, how do you normally structure your armies? Do you like playing in kind of in a fluffy way, or do you like to play to win? It's another interesting question that a lot of people have very differing opinions on, which is fair enough. I can go either way on the winning or army list building, depending on how I'm feeling. But even the lists that I think will win sometimes don't do very well. Although I would say you can sometimes convince yourself that your list's brilliant.
Yeah, obviously myself and Tom aren't top tournament players. But my advice is you've just got to come up with a list, keep playing it,
Yeah.
keep like memorizing your rules the best you can, and then go from there. Really, obviously you can make some changes depending how far in advance you've made your list. You don't want to be like,
yeah, because winning and losing can actually be more down to how familiar you are with your army and your list than necessarily the composition of it sometimes. Because I think a good player can sometimes beat certain odds quite well if the other player's not that well prepared. And I've been very guilty of that sometimes. I've slapped a list together once or twice before an event and gone straight into it. So
Yep, we've all been guilty of that, Tom.
yeah.
But yeah, what kind of armies people make? Do you kind of make your own one out of a current army that you have, or do you go out and buy a whole new army for an event, or do you kind of go with the meta, or do you want to try like what we do and try and go away from the meta and try something a bit different? What do you do? Put a comment below. Let us know what kind of armies you go with.
Yeah, it'd be good to see what people, how they approach your tournaments in a different manner. So 1 second. Message just saying, leave you alone for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Tom, how's your model going there?
Models.
Oh, how many models are you currently working on?
I am working on 10. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm currently working on the white layer of my robes for all 10.
Nice.
So I'm actually just about to finish my first run through. So I've almost done all 10, one layer of Ulthwang Grey at the moment.
Okay.
Which is the final layer, because I normally do a Celestial Grey base coat for white and then go over it with Ulthwang Grey to bring it up to that kind of, I mean, it's not a white, it's an off-white, but I don't think you can ever get a, I've tried, for anyone who paints white, in my opinion, and if anyone's struggling with white, I'd say don't try and paint white. Painting off grey is much better. And I think like with Apothecaries and also these robes here, I think Ulthwang Grey actually does look very white anyway when you compare it against the model. So, and I think it looks better. Because I mean, you probably saw my early Templars and I just used white straight out of the pot on it. It never covers properly, and it doesn't look right either. So
yeah, the 41st millennium is a dirty place anyway.
Yeah. How's that rhino going on, Dom?
It's getting there. I just want to get one coat of red on it today, to be honest. Just trying to did as much as I could with tank brush. I'm just in the finer detail bits now, trying to get in these little holes and trying to get them done. But it's slowly getting there, getting some more red on it.
Well, it's definitely more red than it was at the beginning of the video, so that's the plus side right there.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, once this is done, I don't really want to see another Rhino chassis for a while, to be honest.
Well, to be honest, is that your third or fourth?
Well, in total, when this one's done, that's my 5th Rhino.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, nice. So you won't need any more then, probably.
No, exactly.
I mean, actually, I've only got one Rhino for my Black Templars. Got more drop pods than Rhinos.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy how they're coming along. They're all individual, which is quite nice. I think I'd probably be a bit more frustrated if I was a loyalist player, and they're all quite, in my opinion, quite generic to a degree. All the Chaos ones tend to have something different about them.
Yeah, they got like a little variations on them, haven't they?
So, yeah, exactly. But they're all kind of a little bit different, which is nice. And it's nice to think especially when you've got a big game, you can just go, I just put a Rhino down, I put all these guys over here on the side, I don't have to worry about them fitting them onto the line. They can still back here somewhere.
So you just want quicker deployment. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get it, mate. I get it. It's all right. Because as any of you who've watched some of our previous Apocalypse videos, should know that me and Dom do like a mass infantry battle somewhere on the board. It just looks cool. So
oh yeah,
I don't think we'll ever break us away from that.
Really in the middle. That's what it's all about in 40k, isn't it? Really, because we think about how insane 40k is, like the whole idea of their warfare. It's like, well, if I just get this chainsaw and put a nice little grip on here, it's a chainsaw. That's clearly the weapon I need to use. Yeah. So, yeah, I just love a big, like, punch up in the middle, essentially.
I think it looks very 41st Millennium.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, especially when it's like Marine versus Marine, that's even better.
Yeah. Because I mean, typically, I think when you just got tanks shooting across the board at each other, it's not quite as fun either.
No.
Something you actually got to keep an eye on when you've got lots of troops flying around as well, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in an apocalypse army, you need to have different wings in your force instead of, like we're saying, like, you know, take for example my guard. I've got a lot of tanks, and you know the obvious idea would be I just sit back and keep shooting, but it's very boring to play that way. So then I introduced the Militarum Tempestus and the Valkyries and Vendettas and some of the fast-moving stuff. So it's a bit more dynamic because it's very boring to play a static gun line. You're just going to run towards you. You're going to back up a bit. What's left's going to get in combat.
That's why I like my drop pods. They add a nice bit of flavour to it as well, because you don't see them a lot on the battlefield. I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually played them in a normal game in a long while. But you know, I've got 5 of them, so in the apocalypse game, I think they'll definitely be showing up and dropping into your back lines.
Cool. Promises.
And hope I have my contingents of sisters ready to come in as well. So that should bump me up near the 16,000. Got to get going.
Oh man, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I think we should do cool little objectives as well, because normally in our apocalypse game, for those who haven't watched our apocalypse game, we tend to do warlord kills, not warlord kills, HQ kills.
HQ kills, yeah.
But, yeah, if you kill HQ, you get a victory point. So there's a lot of trying to snip off characters and try and like assassinate as much as you can.
Which isn't as good for you sometimes, I must admit.
I've got a lot of characters. Got an abundance. I've got characters everywhere.
Yeah, too many in my opinion. That's why I've got to cull them down a bit. You know, I mean, the vulture.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get to kill the vulture very often. He normally kills himself. So
runs away.
No, he just overcharges his plasma pistol. Come on.
Oh man, tell everyone that.
That's got to happen at least 3 times in games I've played with you. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah. It's like, I'm just going to take this pot shot. Oh no, my arm's melted again. Oh,
yeah, oh man, he doesn't die though. He keeps coming back. He's fine.
Yeah. It's just his right arm keeps getting remodeled.
The prosthetic arm. Just gets a replacement one. He got rid of his real arm years ago by plasma burns. But, yeah, I mean, guys, if you tend to play Apocalypse quite often, do you have any house rules that you normally put in that maybe myself and Tom could implement and put into ours? Because we're always looking for new things to try out and do some more fun. Man, I can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's been too
long. Like I said, by the end of the week, the full Chaos Army video will be up, guys. So check it out, and then compare it to Tom's Templars, and then picture both of those armies doing this.
However, when you picture it, you've got to picture it with my 17,000 point force, which will be there before we start next.
I don't know where you're going to get these models from.
I've got my sisters. They weren't in the video. So, got a few Sisters of Battle coming up.
Okay,
so.
Bring sisters in. Good.
Got a Storm Raven sitting in a box as well from the Templars. Get that paid up.
Done. You're good then. Yeah, no, it's going to be awesome, mate. I'm really looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, man. So it just seems like it's been an age, but hey ho.
Yeah, exactly. It'll all go back to normal soon enough.
Yeah. I think we're about done now. I think, mate, aren't we? Roughly.
Yep, I think so.
I've done a layer on my Sisters of Battle. You've done a layer on your tank. So
yeah,
that's our painting for the week.
We will be back soon enough, and hopefully I'll do some more stuff on Rhino between videos, and it'll be getting there.
Yeah. So in all serious, chaps and chapesses and everyone else watching, thank you very much for watching us as usual. And if you've got any comments or whatnot, obviously just leave them below as normal, and we'll answer any questions that you have. Or if you want us to talk about anything, feel free to leave a couple of messages for us to get into. But other than that, this is myself, Tom, and
Dom
from BlackToad Studio. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all soon.
Toodaloo.